Club, Nick Anglace. And it will be Vic the Quick in car number 74 from Plainville, Victoria Bergetti. And then in the final row, in car number 24 from Spencer, Mass, Scott Witt. And at the rear of the field, he only had 5 laps of practice time, did not compete in a heat race, but he will try to claw his way from the rear of the field, Dennis Charette, the Big D. So that is our very talented field. The pace car has found sanctuary, and we are going to find excitement. And a big jump for Ramos. O'Sullivan never got even with the 25, and we are going to bring that back. That restart will be recalled. It was kind of nasty looking. So we will regroup. Object is to have the 2 cars even, which when they reach the restart line, which is in the middle of turns 3 and 4. You see that red stripe? That is when the front row should be side by side, and it is the leader's mission to be the first to go. On the starter stand tonight, the man holding the flags right now is George DeCoster, 18 years old on the starting stand, and next door to him is Craig Merriman. Craig Merriman, who also is the official starter for the Northeast Midget Association. So we are in good hands tonight on the starter stand as we get ready for fireworks. The best way we know how, with 12 SK lights. Advantage, Rogers. That is Wayne Burrows. And Wayne Burrows is able to lightning bolt his way into the lead as he timed it perfectly. Settling into second is O'Sullivan in the 51. And that is Andrew Bowler in car number 35. So Bowler is able to move into second, and Dana DiMatteo is in third. Remember, Bowler and DiMatteo are battling for the point lead. Our rookie competitor, Wayne Burrows, is out in front. Brian Narducci has moved up into fourth. Alan Gambos in fifth as they blowtorch their way off the corner the first 3 laps, and then led by Wayne Burrows. But now trying to make some noise. Dana DiMatteo, he climbs to the outside. DiMatteo, ever since he started his SK Light career, has been pretty good going on the outside road. And the yellow comes out for the first time. DiMatteo, who has the advantage, albeit by 1 point, will be restarting third. And Brian Narducci, who has raced the entire season in a limited late model at Stafford, but always wanted to race an open wheel car. Getting that opportunity here at the speedbowl. Burrows has the answer as they come up to speed. And making a move on the outside is Andrew Moeller, living up to his high roller nickname, and Moeller has been able to jitterbug around the 32 of Burrows. And your new leader is Andrew Moeller, 4 laps in. A couple of ferocious competitors are giving Burrows something to worry about. On the outside is Dana DiMatteo. Following his tire tracks is Brian Narducci. Moeller has the lead on the outside. And now trouble, a flat tire for the 24 car. So Witt is in trouble. Scott Witt, up like the right rear, exploded on the number 24. He's trying to get to the safety road. Trying to get to the lead is Dana DiMatteo, and he is Andrew Moeller, looking for his second win of the season. As Witt is still on the track. As suspension woes in that number 24 car. 7 laps in. Now 8 laps, and Bowler is leading by about a fingernail over Dana DiMatteo. Bowler leading by the length of a billy club. And third is Sarducci. Burrows in fourth, and Alan Gamos has been a top 5 car all night. Look who has joined the front runners in car number 40. Dennis Charette started in the Alaskan Cross Country around goes the 32 of Burrows. So Burrows is pointed in the wrong direction in turn number 4. So how neat is this? The guys who are running for a championship are starting side by side. Smaller who gets the jump. And Narducci moves into second. A little bobble coming into turn number 1 for Narducci. He might have tried to make a bottom shot move against Smaller. In the number 3 spot, Dana DiMatteo, but he has no, and now Griswold gets by the 176. So the Warhorse is galloping. On the outside, it is Smaller. But here comes Sarducci. Dive bomb move. They helter-skelter their way off the corner. Leading by a clothespin is Andrew Bowler. Here comes Sarducci. Scrambling into the lead. The cannibal move by Brian Narducci as he penetrates his way into the lead at the halfway point. Bowler in second, DiMatteo in third. Griswold is dropped back to 5th. And here comes the big D, Dennis Charette. He is dancing to the front of the field. The top 2 drivers fit underneath the cowboy hat. Brian Narducci looking for his second consecutive win. Does Andrew Moeller have anything left? Moeller will be doing double duty tonight. Also competing in the SK Modifieds. DiMatteo is third. Charette, he wants to join the front runners. Griswold has a battle on his hands with John O'Sullivan. Gamos is in the picture in the fight for 5th place. And Narducci trying to expand his lead over Andrew Moeller. As right now he is leading by a tongue depressor over the 35. As they toboggan their way into the corner. And he is Narducci. Brian Narducci trying to win back-to-back. And what a story that would be. Still within striking distance is Dana DiMatteo. And in fourth is this 40-car trouble with the front. Griswold goes into John Deere country. It looked like he and the 25 came into contact and buried in the dust. This is what he has always wanted to do. Drive a modified like his grandfathers did, Ron Narducci and Jerry Pearl. And who would have thought in just his 4th race he would be going after his 2nd victory? Let's see who wins a battle of the restart. Narducci does. Now keep an eye on DiMatteo as Dana trying to crowbar his way underneath Moeller in the fight for 2nd. Also moving up is Dennis Charette. Top 4 cars can fit in a shoebox. But the big shoe at the front is Brian Narducci. Almost getting nudged by Moeller, who takes off on the outside. Submarining his way on the inside is Dana DiMatteo. When they hit the line, we will have 5 laps to go. And Moeller getting a challenge from DiMatteo. There is a big question mark hanging over 2nd place. Brian Narducci out in front, but 2 of the young guns are trying to fire back at him. Charette is 4th, O'Sullivan is 5th, Wayne Burrows is 6th, Victoria Brigetti moving into 7th, and 8th is Alan Gamos, and 9th is Alan Benincasio. At the rear of the field is Rick Ingles, and DiMatteo has gotten underneath Moeller. And DiMatteo now has 2nd place. And hitting the wall is Moeller. Moeller goes around. And getting in late was Burrows. Burrows got there late, had nowhere to go. The pipe was clogged.
That was where we're at around here. And I respect the Teddy to the hill.
And Matt, you have it very short and simple from Bo Gunning.
I remember all the battles that they used to have at Stafford, at Thompson, the time that Ted hit a pole in the middle of the track and Bo Gunning went and he yanked him out of the car. Those are some of the memories everybody will be having with 3 to go. Brian Arducci owns a restart and it will be called back. He didn't own it for very long, as they will bring the field back. And there was no more ferocious rivalry in Connecticut racing during the 90s and in the early part of the 2000s than the one that existed between Ted, Christopher, and Bo Gunning. But right now, it is Brian Arducci. He is thinking of 3 laps that he will have to be at his best. On the outside of him is Vic the Quick, Victoria Brigade, second race of the year at the speedbowl. Once again, Arducci moves in front. And second is a battle between Alan Gambos and Victoria Brigade. Here comes Di Matteo. Di Matteo is into third. He is going after Gambos. 2 to go and they hit the line. Gambos says second protected. Andrew Bowler is right behind Di Matteo. Bowler, the sparks are flying on that number 35 car. We go for the final lap. Here is Brian Arducci as he buries it into the corner. Gambos getting a challenge from Di Matteo. That is for second. Here is Arducci as he will thunder into the corner. Di Matteo trying to tap dance around Gambos. Here is Arducci to win. And Gambos will hold off Di Matteo for second. Di Matteo in third. Bowler in And now Brian Arducci is going to do something very special for him. One of Brian's best friends, Mike Christopher Jr., of course, the nephew of Ted Christopher. And Brian had a very special relationship with Ted. So now to honor Ted Christopher, Brian Arducci will be taking a victory lap. And this is to remember the very special relationship that Brian Arducci had with Ted Christopher. As Brian and Mike Christopher Jr., they are great friends, and I'm sure that Brian raced with a heavy heart tonight as he was able to win in honor of one of his friends. So here he comes to the start-finish line, Brian Arducci, after taking a lap that he will never forget. As the second win of the season for Brian Arducci, his mom, Missy Pearl, to congratulate him. And everybody will be congratulating him tonight because one of the dynamic personalities in racing at such a young age, and he has taken the SK Light Division by surprise here with 2 wins. And here he is out of the car, Brian Arducci. And he will come to the front. Brian Arducci, on this night where we lost such a great friend, what does this victory mean to you?
It means everything. He was my hero growing up and everything else, and to lead lap 13 for him, just great. Just awesome. I've always liked watching Ted, and he was my hero growing up, and this is a terrible loss, but at least I won for him tonight.
And who would you like to thank of the people who got you into victory lane tonight?
I got to thank my mom, Todd Owen, David Rue, Big House USA, Butch Shea, Chassis Pro, Cliff Nelson, my dad, everybody that helps out. Footless Bob spotted for us tonight. He did an awesome job. My whole family's here. My aunt and Uncle Greg, Eric, EB Exterminating,
Frank.
Just everybody, Scooter, he's not here tonight, but just everybody that helps on the car, Gino and everybody else. Too bad my grandpa wasn't here again for the second one.
Well, what better way to honor a mentor than with a victory? Brian Narducci. In second tonight, and he is back. He was able to stay out of trouble. Alan Gambos. And Alan, at the end of the restart with 3 laps to go, you were right there.
Yeah, we had a rough night tonight. On the initial green, the car wouldn't go into gear. We lost quite a few positions there. We battled back from getting sent to the rear twice, and for having a bent car after a couple wrecks, and we were able to come back up to second. I mean, I'm very happy with that. You know, tonight that's like a win for us and the whole team. We were putting this car together till 9:30 last night. I got to thank my spotter, Glenn. Without him, we'd never be up here. I got to thank my mother and my father and my whole family.
Well, that's Alan Gambos, who finished in second. And in third, and the good news, he is able to gain 1 point in the battle for the championship, Dana DiMatteo. Boy, it was a very eventful night tonight. You had a chance early on the outside. What was going on?
Yeah, we definitely had a good car tonight. Made a couple adjustments during the day. My brother changing springs and whatnot. We made some gains, definitely, and I think we would have had a car to win tonight, especially on a longer run. It's a little free, but definitely had a car to win. Got to thank my crew for getting us here. Little issue going halfway through the race. I didn't really see me running the kit up at all. I still got all the white walls on my tires, so I didn't really think the call was the call for it. But, you know, it is what it is. We still got a car in one piece and come back next week.
Dana DiMatteo, who finishes in third, and he will take a 2-point lead